The board game's back. Happy New Year's, by the way. Today we're picking all the books I'm going to be reading in January by using the board game we made last year. She's so stinking cute, but we literally haven't used her since, oh gosh, I think like November, which is insane. I only used it once and it took so long to do. So we're going to get some use out of it today. There are some non-negotiable books that I need to read in January though, and I want to go over those first. Number 1, Dark Matter. I started this in, oh gosh, I think the beginning of December or like late November, and I never got to finish it, and it was getting so good. It's not from a lack of trying. Like, this book was amazing. It's just I was so overwhelmed. I didn't have time to read, and then I just forgot about it somehow. But it's so good. I know it's going to be a 5-star for me, so I just want to see it through. And if you don't remember what Dark Matter is about, this follows a scientist who kind of lives just a normal average life. He has a wife and a kid. He's like middle class, basically upper middle class. And one day he completely gets mugged. He wakes up and all of a sudden he's in a hospital. He doesn't know where he is, who these people are, but now he's in a world and a reality where all of his wildest dreams came true. And he has to decide, do I want to go back to my old life or do I want to stay in this reality? And which one is actual reality? So obviously it sounds amazing. I just need to get to it. Then the next one is A Tale for the Time Being. And this follows a writer. Her name is Ruth as well. She lives on an island in the Pacific Northwest, and one day a lunchbox washes up on the shore. She finds it, and inside there's a 16-year-old girl's diary, and she's apparently from Japan, and she's not really having the best of times. And so Ruth, the author, she gets kind of consumed with the little girl's story. She wants to see how it ended and what happened, and she suspects this lunchbox came from the 2011 tsunami, I believe. And I just want to follow this story. I heard it's really good. I just never got the chance to read it, and this is about like 2 or 3 years old on my bookshelf. Dang. So I just need to get to it at this point. And I feel like this is the perfect time, because I'm not gonna lie to you, in December and towards like late November, I just read way too much romance. I realize I do that often, if I can be completely transparent with you. I feel like I read a lot of romance and like popular books because I want to be able to placate y'all. And I know that a lot of these books are popular, but I feel like I've gotten away from the type of books that I love, which is literary fiction. And not because of you guys, no one's telling me to do this. It's just, I think naturally I'm gravitating towards these books. And though some of them are good, I really want to get back to like books that are going to make me think, books that are going to make me reflect. And a lot of these books are seemingly like that. So I just want to get back to that. And I'm hoping this year we find a lot of good gems in literary fiction, maybe some sci-fi and things like that. So that's why this is kind of the genre I'm leaning towards right now. And last but not least is called Definitely Better Now. This actually just came out. It's very, very recent. I got this from Book of the Month. It's not sponsored or anything, but this looks so beautiful. I love the cover. And this follows a woman who has been sober for 1 year, and she lives in New York City, and she believes that like at this point the worst is behind her, but she quickly realizes that after that you still have to continue life. You still have to figure out what your new normal is. And it just follows that journey outside of the 1 year of sobriety and just her ups and downs of just trying to get used to this new life that she's living. And it just sounds really good. So these are my non-negotiables for January. And now I still want to pick like 4 books. Okay, let's pick 5 books with the board game. I know we're probably not going to read all 8 of these books for the month of January, but I just want to have the option to pick throughout some really good books. And so far I think we're starting strong, and I just want to see what else we get. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I forgot what we put on this board, so I have no idea what we're in store for, but I'm excited because now I feel like we're playing a real board game because I genuinely don't remember anything. All I know is we got to roll this dice. Also, this is the girl that I picked. I stole this from our Mario Monopoly game, and she's cute. It's a little princess. I'm usually Luigi, but she'll do. All right, let's give it a good shake. All right, the first one is 3. What? Longest book? I'm sorry. You know what? I told myself I was not going to cheat today, but that is so crazy to be the first one. Okay, that was a warm-up thing. I was just showing y'all how to use the game. Now we're going to roll for real. Are you kidding me? Why would I do that? Please not a 3. Please not a 3. 5. Book published this year. Girl, it's January. This is not off to a good start. All right, one more time. 3rd time's a charm. I'm getting real sick of this. I got a 5 again. 2. Okay. Now that's what I'm talking about. Most recently added. We definitely have something. Now there are a few books that I recently got, so we'll just try to pick from them. I got this recently. This is hard because it's just so chaotic. Hold on. I know it's organized mess. I was gonna say organized crime.
What is that?
All right, I think these are the most recent here. So this is James. This is the 2024 Barnes & Noble Book of the Year. It's a retelling of Huckleberry Finn, the classic, but it's from James's perspective. So I have this. Then I also have Butcher and Blackbird. This is a dark romance, I guess. They're both serial killers and they're competing to kill like the most people. So it's kind of a rivals to lovers type of thing. And I heard that this was really good. And last but not least, this was a book that was given to me by Penguin Random House. It's called The Peep Show, The Murders at Rillington Place. And honestly, I don't know what this is about. Let's see. In March 1953, London police discovered the bodies of 3 young women hidden in a wall. Oh God, you hate to see it. At 10 Rillington Place, a dingy row house. Row house in Notting Hill. On searching the building, they found another body beneath the floorboards. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I have the stomach for this, especially in January. Dang, we just started. Calm down. On searching the building, they found another body beneath the floorboards, then an array of human bones in the garden. They launched a nationwide manhunt for the tenant of the ground floor apartment, a softly spoken former policeman, be the quiet ones, named Reg Christie. But they had already investigated a double murder at 10 Rillington Place 3 years before, and the killer was hanged. Did they get the wrong man? It's asking, not me, but also me. The story was an instant sensation. The Star reporter Harry Proctor chased after the scoop on Christie. The eminent crime writer, friend Tennyson Jessie, begged her editor to let her cover the story. To Harry and Fryne, Christie seemed a new kind of murderer. He was vacant, impersonal, a creature of a brutish post-war world. Christie liked to watch women, they discovered, and he liked to kill them. They realized that he might also have engineered a terrible miscarriage of justice. I don't know if I want to start off like this, but it's based on a true story apparently, so that's interesting. But then it's between James and Butcher and Blackbird. Now we already have 3 lit fics, right? So we might want to pause on James because I know this is going to be pretty heavy, but this is just light and fun. I know I wanted to stay away from romance, but I think I always need just a palate cleanser throughout the month, especially when I'm reading heavier books, and I think a few of these will be heavy, so I think my choice is Butcher and Blackbird. That was a long way of saying the first book is Butcher and Blackbird. All right, book number 2. 3 again. 1, 2, 3. It's books published this year again, so I'm just gonna skip that. It's a 1. The longest book again. Wow. Give me a break. Somebody give me a break. Let's try again. I did not expect to be cheating this much today. Lord have mercy. Alright, it's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Part of a series. Okay. Yeah. That's something I can do. Now, this one's pretty hard because all the books that I have that I'm reading in a series, I'm currently reading. Like, I'm almost done with Crooked Kingdom, which is the second book to the Six of Crows book. It's so good. I love this duology, I believe. Yeah, it's a duology, and it's so freaking good. But you know what I haven't finished? The second book to Legendborn, and the third book is coming out this year. I didn't read the second book, so I think that's what my second book is going to be. The second book to the Legendborn book. And if y'all remember, I read Legendborn last year, and I do have it. I don't have the physical copy for the second book because I bought it on my Kindle, but this book was so good. It follows a black main character. It's a fantasy book, but there's also a lot of history and truth, and it goes over so much, and the writing is so amazing. I can't wait to read it. So that's our book number 2. I think our bad luck is finally behind us. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Book sale. Book sale. I'm gonna count the thrift store for this one, so there's a few that I can pick out. This one's hard. You know what? This game really makes me learn my library a lot better, like my bookshelf a lot better, because I'd be forgetting where books are and stuff like that, so this is nice. Okay, do the buy one get one 50% off books count? Because I feel like it does. So this is an option. There's a murder club. Do I want to read a thriller? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's look at the literary fiction. There are some that I got from a thrift store, so maybe we'll find something good there. Oh, I think this is the one I want to read. Okay, so this one was on sale, as you can see. And this is a book I got last year during a bookstore reading vlog, but this one was different because I asked all the Barnes & Noble reps what one of their favorite books were, and it wasn't shown in the video, but one of the reps at the register was like, oh my gosh, you need to get this book. This is our book of the month. It's actually really good. I think you'll enjoy it. And this just kind of follows a mom and her daughter. They find the last woolly mammoth, and they go through this crazy adventure, and it just seems fun and short and exciting. And I think it's more about like the relationship between your family and a mother-daughter relationship especially. So this is my book for this month. All right, on to book number 3. Fingers crossed. lost. All right, I got high hopes for this one. Let's see. 5. Okay, what's going on with the 5s? I should be a gambler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Highest average rating. That is so hard to figure out. Is there any 5 stars? Oh, I have books down here. Yeah, I forgot I have books down here. Let's see. As soon as we find a 5-star or a really close 4-star, that's what we're gonna pick. So, oh, I think I have a good one. The Bell Jar. This is by Sylvia Plath. This is an American classic, apparently. I've never read it. I've always wanted to read it. And it basically follows this young girl. I think her name is Emma. Esther. Her name is Esther Greenwood. She's this bright young girl. She has her whole future ahead of her. She's very promising, but she slowly starts to have a meltdown, and a really bad one at that. And apparently Sylvia Plath writes her breakdown and her mental psyche just completely deteriorating so well that you can see yourself in this story. And even if you can't, you can understand why she is the way that she is and why she got to the point that she did. Apparently, that's what everyone's saying. And I've never read it. It's short. It doesn't seem that bad, and hopefully it doesn't break me to pieces. Book number 4. Now we are on our last book. I'm hoping we get a really good one. So far though, I'm really enjoying what we have. It's very diverse, very. So this one's adventure, this is dark romance, this is an American classic, and then we also have the second book to the Legendborn series, which is obviously fantasy. So I'm excited to see what we get for our last book, which we'll figure out right now. All right, here we go. Last book. It's a 2. 1, 2. Go to book ban. I don't think I have any books that I bought recently from a book buying ban. Let's try again. 1. Movie adaptation. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I have a few of them that we can pick from. So I know for a fact we have The Discovery of Witches, My Policeman, and I think we also have The Good Girl's Guide to Murder books, but I read the first one only, and I don't know if I want to keep doing that. Oh, The Little Bee. This is a movie. We could also do this. This is hard. All right, we have The Secret Life of Bees, My Policeman, Life of Pi, A Discovery of Witches, which are all pretty good, but I really do want to read The Life of Pi. I've mentioned this before, but I used to watch the movie when I was a kid, and for some reason it really captivated me, and I think that the story is so interesting. It's about this young Indian boy. He's about 16 years old, and he's really interested in religion. So he practices Hinduism, Islam, as well as Christianity, or he just studies them basically. And one day, him and his family board a Japanese cargo ship that's going towards America. And so they're there, and then all of a sudden the ship sinks. And so he's just left with this orangutan, I think a zebra, and a tiger. And he's just trying to get to land. So you follow that story of him and these animals trying to get to land. And it just seems really, really interesting. I remember the movie being so good, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I never got the chance to read the book, but it has always stuck with me. So I think it'd be really cool if we read the book. But then again, The Discovery of Witches, the show just came out, and I heard that was really good. And I promised the Barnes & Noble rep that I would read this last year, and I didn't. And then The Secret Life of Bees is obviously amazing. My Policeman is obviously amazing. Oh, it's hard. My heart is telling me to read The Life of Pi. I wish y'all were here to tell me. The Discovery of Witches is almost 600 pages. I don't think I want to read all of that. Even if we do get the time to read this book, I don't think it's going to be January. Secret Life of Bees. That's very good, but I feel like it's going to make me cry. And we already have some tear-inducing books. Maybe we should hold off on that. My Policeman. I feel like that's also going to make me cry as well. I think I'm just like trying to find anything to justify me reading this, but my heart is already telling me this is what I want to read, so let me just stop making excuses. We're reading Life of Pi for our last book for January. Yay! All of these books seem amazing. Hold on, let me grab them. They're all so diverse. I don't think we've had such a diverse TBR in a very long time, but I'm so excited to read all of these. Let me know which book I should start with, because I genuinely have no idea. I think we should start with something small, so maybe The Last Animal or The Bell Jar, just to get our feet wet so we can say we accomplished something. I definitely want to read Dark Matter ASAP though, so that will probably be the second book. And then Definitely Better Now, A Tale for the Time Being, then just a palate cleanser we'll read Butcher and Blackbird, and then The Life of Pi and The Last Animal. And obviously we'll finish off with Fantasy, which is the second book to the Legendborn series, and I think that'll do it. I'm not mad at that. I feel like it's a pretty good lineup. Let me know what you're reading for the first month of the year. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you guys very soon. Mwah. Bye. My bangs. My bangs. Where'd I get that from? Bangs. Saw it somewhere. I don't know.